It's Monday, and it's time for your Monday Night Raw preview for the second episode of Raw on Netflix, emanating live from the SAP Center in San Jose, California. You're not going to want to sleep on this one. First up, we have the finals of the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament between Lyra Valkyria and Dakota Kai. Let me start out by saying that this match is going to be the match of the night, and I think it could even be a career-defining match for both women involved. And while I do think there's a chance that they could put the title on Dakota Kai, I ultimately believe that Lyra Valkyria is walking out of tonight's Raw your inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. Next up, we have Chad Gable versus a mystery luchador opponent. Chad Gable demands a match with the best luchador Adam Pearce can find. Chad Gable gets a match with the best luchador Adam Pearce can find, as he will be taking on and losing to a debuting Penta. And while I don't think this match is going to be a squash, I do think it's going to be a quick one, with Penta coming out on top and setting up a rematch between the two down the road. Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser go at it tonight in what should be the decisive match of their feud. After having banger after banger after banger, it's time for Sheamus and Kaiser to go their separate ways, and while I don't know if this is going to be the best match the two have had together, I do know it's the decisive one of the feud, and the only way for this one to end is with Ludwig Kaiser coming out on top. And the final announced match of the night is Damian Priest versus Finn Balor in a street fight. The former tag team champions with Judgment Day have been feuding for months, and by adding the street fight stipulation to this one, it finally feels like it's coming to an end. Give me Damian Priest to win a match that has a ton of outside interference, but is also really, really fun. And hopefully when it's all said and done, the two can be moved to different brands so they can move on from one another. Those are all the announced matches for Raw tonight, but there also are announced appearances for Raw as well. There's an appearance from CM Punk scheduled, where I think he's going to cut a promo on what he's going to do at the Royal Rumble this year. The World Heavyweight Champion Gunther is scheduled to appear tonight. And after a post last night where he asked who will be my next challenger on Netflix, I think he should just be asking simply, who's next? Finally, Rhea Ripley is set to appear to celebrate her championship win over Liv Morgan last week. My guess is that her celebration is going to be interrupted by none other than a returning Becky Lynch, setting up a feud for the two at the Royal Rumble. Drop a comment below with what you want to see from Raw's second episode on Netflix.